Are you tired of running through these swamps of damn battlegrounds only to find every mushroom spot picked clean? Need those last few mushrooms to finally get Scrappy's level 5 upgrade, but you keep coming home empty handed? It's one of the most frustrating grinds in the game. You're ready to turn your companion into a resource hoarding machine, but you're stuck hunting a fungus that feels rarer than a legendary blueprint. Well, it's time to stop wandering and start harvesting. In this guide, I'm going to show you every high probability mushroom spawn across all of Arc Raiders maps. We'll cover the absolute best spots on damn battlegrounds, the secondary locations on Spaceport, and I'll even tell you which maps you should probably just avoid altogether. By the end of this, you'll have a foolproof plan to get in, get your mushrooms, and get out. Your Scrappy will be maxed out in no time, so grab your gear and let's jump into this. Alrighty Raiders, let's start with the undisputed king of mushroom farming, damn Battlegrounds. If you're serious about getting the 12 mushrooms for Scrappy, or just mushrooms in general, this is your map. Other maps might have a few random spawns, emphasis on few, but damn Battlegrounds has multiple, something like 30 different spawns. It is fucking insane. They are reliable spots you can build a whole route around. The first and most important location is the Hydroponic Dome Complex. You can find this landmark just north of the water treatment control area, and it is a hotspot for loot in general, but for us, it's a mushroom paradise. Now, this spot is a little quirky because the mushrooms have two main spawn patterns. They can either be inside the facilities or just outside of it, and they tend to alternate. So if you check inside and it's empty, don't just bail, your mushrooms are likely waiting for you just right outside the doors. So, let's break down the interior first. When you enter the big open air facility, you'll see several rectangular pools of murky water. This is your target. Walk to the edges of these pools slowly, keeping your eyes peeled. The mushrooms grow right on the water's edge, often in little clusters. Just be aware though, these spawns are, sometimes shared with the Great Mullion, whatever that mullen, whatever the fuck that other plant is called. So you might find one or the other. Now there is also one located on the outside of said pools where the weapon crate is usually found, and again, it usually alternates. If the weapon crate's there, the mushroom isn't there. If the mushroom's there, the weapon crate isn't there. You guys get the gist. Now, what if that room is empty? That's your cue to now check the exterior. There are two key spots right outside the dome. First, just head south of the main building towards the waterline and look for a rather large fallen tree. Mushrooms love to spawn on trunks of trees and roots of these trees, so get up close and look carefully. They really can blend in. Now, the second spot is on the western side of the dome complex. There's another tree trunk here that often has, well, an extra cluster. But honestly, by checking the indoor pools and then these two outdoor trees, you already have an incredibly high chance of walking away with multiple mushrooms in just a few minutes. So this is without a doubt probably one of the most reliable spots in game. Okay, so the hydroponic dome is awesome, no doubt about it, but it's also a popular hotspot. What if it's already been looted or you just want a quieter run? Don't sweat it, Down Battlegrounds still has got you covered. Our next stop is over at the wreckage area. Now you'll find this spot southwest of the testing annex, literally just behind it if you don't want to use coordinates, marked by a giant broken down robot surrounded by twisted metal. This area is way less busy than the dome, making a fantastic backup. The mushrooms here tend to spawn on the fallen logs and debris scattered around the dead robot or dead baron, whatever you want to call it. Check behind the bigger pieces of the wreckage and scan the surfaces for any downed trees. I've had great luck finding them here, especially when the dome was a bust. Our third major zone on Dam Battlegrounds is the huge swampy region on the western side of the map. So this is literally just down below the hydroponic dome area. So it does include the South Swamp Outpost and the Old Battlegrounds, their named locations just for your information. Now this area is less about a specific spot and more of a general hunting ground. Mushrooms are known to spawn on tree trunks and logs all throughout the swamp. The only catch though, visibility can be awful, especially at night or in the rain, so my advice would be to move slowly, use your flashlight, and constantly scan the base of the trees. Whilst it's not as fast as the dome, a methodical sweep of this swamp area can definitely pay off. Now, finally, there's an opportunistic spawn, the water treatment control building itself. Now, this isn't a primary farming spot, but it's worth a peek if you're passing by. Players have found mushrooms, well, I've found mushrooms spawning on the pipes of the building's top floor. Basically, when you run through from the water treatment center and you're running through the corridors to get to the main tower building. Now, the spawns are less consistent, and there's only about 3 of them, but it only takes a moment to check, so it's kind of a no-brainer if you're already, like, running through that location, but yeah, worthwhile. Now, I know, the title says all maps, and I'm a raider of my word, so what about Spaceport, the Blue Gate, and Buried City? The short answer is, they aren't nearly as good as damn Battlegrounds, but there are a few spots to know about. First off, let's start with Spaceport. It's mostly industrial, but there is 1 or 2 spots that has a reputation for mushrooms. It's a cluster of trees between the little hangar and the east container yard. There isn't even a marked, like it's not even marked as a quote unquote nature location, which is weird, but most players swear by it. I mean, even I do. I mean, it's a very common spawn, and it more often spawns like 2 or 3 mushrooms from a single tree, which is kind of goated. Not many actually do that. So if you're on Spaceport and need mushrooms, this is the only place you should bother checking. Not to mention, guys, it's literally out of the way. I never see anyone down this area. The only time I see someone in like this vicinity is when I'm heading back to an extract. That's when someone's nearby. But other than that, all quiet on the western front. Now, next up, we have the Blue Gate. So mushrooms can spawn here, but their locations are way less predictable and reliable. You might find them on trees, in the raider hideouts, or scattered randomly, and there are no really well documented quote unquote go-to spots like the hydroponic dam, but my advice would be only look for them on Blue Gate if you're already there for another reason, like there's a mission specific thing you're there for. Other than that, the drop rate here, especially for mushrooms, you'll probably leave disappointed. Like if you come here, sorry, specifically for mushrooms, yeah, you'll definitely leave disappointed. But yeah, there is 1 or 2 spots, but my advice would just stick to damn Battlegrounds, guys. And last, and certainly least, Buried City. I'm going to have to save you guys a lot of time and frustration. As of now, there's no evidence of any reliable mushroom spawns in Buried City. You might get lucky with a random one somewhere, or find a basket with some of them in, but it's considered a dead zone for mushroom farming in my opinion, so don't waste your raids searching these ruins. Stick to damn Battlegrounds. Trust me. So, there you have it, Raider, the ultimate game plan for finding mushrooms in Ark Raiders. Stop the aimless wandering, your path is now clear, focus your energy on damn Battlegrounds, prioritize the hydroponic dome, checking both inside and out, and then use the wreckage area and western swamps as your backups. Check those tree trunks, and always put your mushrooms in your safe pocket. Now that you actually have the knowledge to make your mushroom farming fast and efficient, go get that final upgrade for Scrappy and let him start bringing you the good stuff. So, what are some of your guys' secret farming spots? Did I personally miss any mushroom farming spots? Let me know down below in the comments below. I do read all of them, and if you want to see a guide on farming, say, prickly pears or something else, let me know down there as well. As always, thank you for watching, Raider. Stay safe out there, and happy hunting.